Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Hip Hop Baby's album review.
Yes, sir. We are
Today,
back.
we got Future.
Mm-hmm.
I Never Liked You.
Keeping it to the basics, huh?
2022, Future had to come right. He saw Kendrick drop, and he's like, I gotta shut that shit up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Drop at the same time.
Yeah.
This is a return to glory, at least for Ray's sake, for Future. I feel like the last album didn't really speak to you because it was more like a celebration album. Like
Mm-hmm.
High Off Life was more about, we here now, and we always gonna be here, so we just gonna celebrate it right now. And this
Mm-hmm.
one is a little bit more on character for Future.
Mm-hmm.
For if you follow him on Twitter or social media, you obviously know what he's all about. The whole toxic persona. And he came on 100 on this one. So let's
Yeah.
let's get in. Let's get into it, bro.
I mean, with the album cover, like when he started posting it and stuff, and the title, all of them are all in caps. The song titles, everything. So putting a lot of toxic energy into this one. I say that. I like this one. Right after I say that, I like this one. Yeah, like you said, like this is a return to glory in the sense that I really wasn't messing with High Off Life. I know it grew on you, didn't grow on me as much. But this one instantly with 7:12 p.m. I was like, okay, I kind of like where we're going with it. I was like, okay, like he's coming in, and then I'm that nigga, like right into I'm that nigga too. Like I love those two tracks back to back. It's almost like that energy that I was missing on High Off Life, like you said, it was almost like a celebration. And sometimes when you celebrate, it's like I'm already here, so I just do what I'm doing. This one, I feel like, all right, I'm a little hungry again, and I feel like I got that right out the gate. I noticed that. Like, I was like, okay, Future, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted with High Off Life. I was expecting it. He let me down, and this one, it's right back, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. 712. I don't know what he samples on it. It sounds like some anime intro.
Big Boy sampled it on Kill Jill, I think. I think that's the song, yeah.
Okay, it also sounds like the Demon Slayer intro,
Mm-hmm.
a little
Something
bit.
like
I
that,
mean,
though. Yeah, it's something. It's something.
something crazy, bro. But the beat drop and then this nigga just start going in, bro. He is on one. He tore it up, and yeah, he really
Mm-hmm.
talking his shit. There's
I could.
nobody in music that makes you like more full of
Mm-hmm.
energy, charismatic than Future,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Because
Yeah.
goddamn, bro, I just feel like I'm in that mode when I turn on this album, bro. I just locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's always gotta be lulls and things that we like, bro.
I'm that nigga. I got some things to say about I'm that nigga though. If you like I
Right.
said, if you're gonna start out an album, start it out, coming in aggressive. I like that. Like I'm saying, he doesn't hold back on this one. Like I ain't gonna lie, like some of that shit made me laugh when I was listening to this for the first time. Like it's just goofy shit, and I think Future knows that not to take himself too seriously, obviously.
He does say some outlandish shit.
Yeah, catch people's ear, I think, on purpose, obviously.
That's a recipe for success nowadays, anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, yeah, people gonna clip it, people gonna talk about it on Twitter. It is what it is. I saw people posting about it. Um,
yeah,
But yeah, to
of
go
course.
back to Keep It Burning, okay, this was a track that was on Donda 2. So it was called
Hmm.
Burning Down the House. So, and they had more of a sample, it was more like based off a sample.
Hmm.
I like the way they did it on here. I like the line where Kanye referenced Joe Biden, that clip of Kamala Harris saying, "We did it, Joe." And then he said, "We did it, Joe, but what we really do." That was a cool little line. Future at the end talking about like he had to go visit his grandma and he don't say nothing and stuff like that and just talk about a bunch of stuff. I like that track. It was cool. It was a darker track on the album though. I say that as far as the whole album, it didn't really fit, but I think he just put it on there because he was working with Kanye and probably because I like that track on Down to Two, so it was cool to see them work it on this album. But
Yeah,
I can see why you don't like it that much because it doesn't. Especially with Kanye's kind of talk about like the way he raps, it's Kanye. You know what you're getting. He's not going
this
to change
nigga,
it because
man,
he's doing a
he's
future
still
album.
on Donda, bruh. Get
Yeah,
over Donda. Like no, like Donda is what Donda was, bruh. I don't need Donda Kanye coming on features now, bro. I don't care about crossing my hands. Like I whatever he was saying, like it wasn't bad. It was just like I really didn't like at all how he was singing it. And then
hmm
Future comes on and Future kills it,
yeah.
bro.
Future went
He
in. That's
literally
why like
wasted a
it was
Future verse.
aggressive. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Different vibes. That's what I'm saying. It's like two different vibes, even within I think the song doesn't really fit within the album. It's not one of my favorites, but it definitely was. When I was listening to the album earlier, it was one of the ones I went back to a lot. Because I like the
Yeah.
beat. You know me, I like dark beats. The Kanye feature is not one of the best, but he's been doing that recently, where he's doing a weird flow and talk about weird shit. But I mean, it was cool. We go right into Fortinet. I saw a lot of people talk about this one the day the album dropped.
Yeah. Free Thug, Free
Yeah,
Gunna.
Free Gunna. But this track, I mean, maybe you like this one more than the last one, but I'm vice versa. I wasn't really messing with this one that much. I thought it was a little too goofy for me, but some of the lines were cool. The beat was cool. I feel like I've heard Gunna, Future, Gunna, Young Thug. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
Gunna,
mean,
yeah, all of them on better tracks together or separate. So, but
I
some of the lines
mean,
were funny.
I feel like they couldn't do too much because they already made like the concept of the track is already like hella goofy. So it's like
Yeah,
to make it even goofier with like the lines and stuff. Like it's really hard to like I don't know, just hold that the entire time. But he did get the right people on it. He got Gunna and Thug. Those are really eccentric people that have no problem saying some stupid ass shit for you.
right.
Basically, the concept of this song is I will buy a bitch an AP
To
so that
bust
I
it
can
up.
get to less than that.
But they made a bunch of songs like this, and it's cool, but it's not one that I go back to.
It's not anything crazy. That's why, because
Especially
it's
after Keep
like,
It Burning. That's Keep It Burning really stands out because it comes out right before that track and
mm,
after. I mean, no, yeah, right before that track and after I've Dot Nigga, and then after For a Nut we go right into Puffin' on Zooties, which I like. That's a highlight for me. Instantly, that was my favorite track when I first listened to the album because I like that beat and I like it when Future's just by himself, just talking shit. Like it's cool when he gets features, it works. Like especially when he gets like Drake, of course, on here or a few of the other ones. But when he's just on the beat, talking and shit, mumbling a little bit, or just like kind of like singing or crooning and shit, and the beat is just looping and going nuts. I feel like that's when he's in his bag. And I feel like that's why that track is probably good. One of the popular ones, I'm assuming. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that kind of speaks to like the topic matter of this album. It's like
Mm-hmm.
he's just cool with like the way that he does stuff. Like he's talking about puffing on Zooty. She calling me daddy, bro. Like, of course, everybody gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna relate to that, or I
Mm-hmm.
want to relate to that, right? So
Cause Future definitely like it definitely took some time with me, but he's original. So, even though like at this point he's done what he's done a lot of times, and other people have tried to do it or damn near have copied it, he knows how to still do it on a track, and he could do it when it hits, and it hits really hard. I feel like Puffin on Zooties is one of those talk about, you talk about a plane, but you knew you a dub. Like, what you talk about, like, he gets in his bag every once in a while. I love it when he does that. That little sample, I don't know what that is. I think it's a sample or just the sounds on the beat. Like, it starts to get pretty impressive. I feel like a lot of this production, I'm not saying I would not expect it from Future, but he threw some sounds in there I was not expecting sometimes, which is dope to see.
his beats, like they kind of build
Mm-hmm.
over time.
Yeah.
So you hear like the full beat, the beat drops and stuff, but he's still building it. Like
Adds
after
little sounds.
yeah,
Yeah.
like halfway through the first verse, he has a sound, and then like the second verse starts, he has a sound. Halfway through that verse, he has a sound, and it's just like layered listening. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, no, I mean, but that's expected. That should be something that comes from Future. Future's got access to all these top rated producers.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna act like Future hasn't had like some of the best production out of
Mm-hmm.
any
On
trap
his
artist.
mixtapes, yeah, he's a top tier trap
Because
artist.
he
Mm-hmm.
has Esco. Esco was his right hand man, and he's got Metro in his bag. Like he's literally got all of them, bro. Anybody that
Outside anybody, bro. Anybody in the
eh,
trap lane he can work with. So
let's get in the next track. Next track, Gold Stacks, one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites. You know,
okay, that's funny. That's funny. That wasn't one of mine. Okay.
well that I mean he just goes hard, bro. And
No, yeah, that was. I mean, yeah,
yeah,
he was going in.
he's talking shit. I don't want to throw dice unless we betting Gold Stacks, nigga. Like, come on, move along, bro.
Okay.
I ain't got
Okay.
time. I ain't got time
Okay.
for you.
Okay. I feel you.
I'm all about getting my bag, getting my
Mm-hmm.
money.
Mm-hmm.
He speaks to that work ethic inside me, bro. I just wanna go work right now.
Okay.
I like Gold Stacks a lot. I like a lot of these tracks though, so it's really hard to pick.
Okay.
Wait for You with Drake is next with Thames. What you think about that one, bro?
I mean, that's the one everyone's talking about. We know that at this point, it's all over TikTok. It's all over the radio. I think it's
Cause,
been. I don't know
cause
if
the
it's the number
video
one.
and stuff.
Yeah, the video, Drake, Tim's. Hey, shout out to Tim. Nah, Tim's actually. She killed that fucking that part of the song. I feel like she was really vocal in that track. I gotta check out more of her music because she's popped up on a few things recently. It was the perfect track to put Drake on, to put her on. He matched the vibe as well. Drake can get in his singy love songy vibe even though he's toxic. And
Future had to bring Drake on for the one
yeah,
time
and
he's gonna
Drake,
simp, bro.
yeah, and even Drake was a little like, it was cool. It's not one of my favorites, but I see why everyone's loving it.
I
It's a
like I like the
smooth
song.
track.
It's
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
smooth track.
it's different than the entire rest of the project. Like
Mhm.
there is very few moments on projects where Future will like, talk about stuff like this.
Mhm.
But this one and Love You Better are kind of like,
Together, yeah, and I feel like
together.
that was on purpose, obviously, because I feel like those two are the most like lovey dovey or like
Yeah.
simpy future tracks, simpy future
Yeah,
tracks.
cause he gets a little introspective. He talks about
Mhm.
his grandma is the reason why he loves so tenderly, right? Loves his grandma.
Bro, that man
I
is
was
the
so
craziest. That line was so wild, bro. I'm like, bro, what is this man talking
he basically was saying that I'd be a piece of shit if my grandma didn't love me, bro. Like I'm just keeping it real.
That's why he's the goat, right?
I mean, nah, bro. Nah, we ain't. Nah. I like the Wait for You a lot because it was more
Mhm.
like, if he could have done something different, he would have. Like,
Mhm.
but because he's a rapper, Drake talks about it. Like, my profession takes me away from women in my life.
Mhm.
Um, so it's kind of like sad in how he has to do this because he cannot find within himself,
Mhm.
the time and the love for a woman, right?
Mhm.
So I just think I think it's kind of funny, kind of sad, and then we get right back into fucking time, bro. This
Chickens.
nigga, you don't care, bro. You don't waste no time massaging me first.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I didn't
Besides
like
me,
I didn't like massaging me. There's a lot of times where he on this album where his choruses revolve around one word,
yeah,
aka the next song, chickens as well.
yeah, chickens.
Um, and it works like 50% of the time for me. The other
Mhm.
50%, it doesn't work. So
Mhm.
didn't
Yeah,
work
some
on
of the hooks or
massaging
whatever.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they're really like throwaways,
Mhm.
which is tough. I didn't think that High Off Life had a lot of those, which is why I kind of like High Off Life a little bit better as of right now.
I think, like you said, celebration. People are gonna be looking into it. I mean, people are gonna look into it because it's future. But I feel like you're celebrating, so maybe he was more into making catchy, fun songs, and this one was just back to the basics, like one of the tracks. You get back to what you know. So,
What'd you feel about Eski on Chickens, bro? Do you think
yeah,
he did a good job?
uh, yeah, he did cool. I mean, I know people who are big fans of him. Shout out my little bro. He's tough. Like he's definitely in that scene. He definitely be about what he talks about for the most part. It appears like,
Hmm.
but he was cool on the track. Chickens. When I saw the snippet he posted, I think on TikTok, it was cool. I like the beat a lot. It's not one of my favorites.
It was okay. It was alright.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm rooting for him, but he's supposed to be like one of the next up and coming guys. So it's like
Mhm.
I expect a little bit more. ESTG. I expect him to like have something about him that's like gonna catch my ear, but like he's yet to catch my ear in any way. I checked out the 42 Doug and ESTG album, but I just I really haven't found what ESTG like. He doesn't catch my ear yet. He's not like Keyed or Baby when they were coming up, and how they had their own like little thing,
Mhm.
and they had their whole movement, right? But I feel like this new generation is having such a hard time establishing themselves and like creating new waves and stuff. Even if they're under Future, like
Coming into this track, I was wondering how they would work together, and like you said, it wasn't the best results, but it wasn't a bad track. It's just sometimes people collab and it doesn't come out the best, and this was one of those tracks. But when you listen to ESTG's music on his own, like he's pretty aggressive, gritty, dark. His music could be popular, but maybe you'd have to like lower it down a little bit because he can get pretty grimy for like a rapper that's trying to like come up. But sometimes those rappers make it big, but then they usually have to like slow it down a little bit, like Lil Durk or something. You can't just be super aggressive all the time.
Fucking
You
Pooh
know, a
Shiesty.
demon all the time. You know that doesn't work. You gotta slow it down every once in a while. And maybe I was ESCG kind of trying to do that on this track a little bit, but
We just want to get real high. Yep. Not gonna say that I was a fan of this song when it first came out, but I am now a fan of the song because
catchy
he just
earworm.
goes so.
Yeah,
He goes so hard on this
yeah.
song, bro.
And he was spitting a little
It's
bit.
just crazy.
But that little we just want to get high, yeah, that got stuck in my head a little bit, you know.
And then we got Kodak Black, bro. Got Kodak Black on Voodoo.
I wasn't feeling
Dance
that
with
one that
the
much.
devil.
But that was
So
them trying to do
long.
like like I wasn't really vibing with that.
She's drawing me closer.
Yeah, I'm not.
He
I've
could
never
have
really
got.
been
He
into
could
those
have
tracks.
got like. Why was Kodak on his like
Singing shit.
2000s emo rock type shit right there, bro?
He been doing this too
Like,
on like these songs recently. I've been hearing Kodak. He's singing and stuff. It's cool, but it's like I wanted an aggressive track. I wanted that shit talking track with Future. You know what I'm saying? Like, not no love, like weird. Like I
yeah.
wasn't feeling it. That's a skip for me. It's not. It's a skip for me because I don't want to hear them singing like that, especially Kodak. I'm not here for that, bro. Like I was not looking for that.
Wow. Yeah, it wasn't good.
Holy Ghost.
Holy Ghost though.
Yeah, I liked Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost is one of my favorites. I love that track. I like the beat. I like how you spit. Again, when Future's by itself, no features, dope beat, spitting, checking in. I like it. I like
He
it.
called
That's
he
one of
called
my favorites.
himself Plutoski on this song, and rhymed it with Lewinsky.
Mm.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, top tier Future right there. I was that definitely woke me back up into the album because like we were kind of talking about. It seems like it was kind of like where are we going with this? And that was a comeback track right there.
Yeah.
And then we go to the way things going. The way things going. That was cool. It wasn't one of my faves. It's better than the other ones we were talking about though. Where I'm saying that because
Yeah.
I kind of I like that kind of like the introspective Future. You know, he was trying to get in his bag for a little bit.
It was alright. It was a skip track, but only because he didn't do what he's best at as well as he did on other tracks, but
Yeah.
not. But it's not to the point where Kodak Black is singing that you have
Yeah.
to skip.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have my least favorite Drake feature of the past decade. I don't know how long I've fucking
Made that jet ski. That nigga started going.
said left hand,
Man,
left
I ain't
knee,
doing
right
Tootsie Slide
hand,
shit.
right knee.
I
Bro,
just
what are you
stuck
on,
on that
bruh?
Ferris wheel. Took it out the yeah.
And then he starts talking about going to Paris and going to take a girl to see Cristiano. Bro, what are you on, man? What are
I
you on?
mean, like I said, when these two link up, you don't know what you're gonna get because it could be a singy track, it could be an aggressive track. Somehow he gets Drake to be aggressive with him. You know what I'm saying? Not talking about but in his own
But
Drake
like,
way. It could
but
be.
like,
Just,
come
I don't know.
on, bruh. Like the song is "I'm on one."
Yeah.
When you're on one, you taking a girl to a soccer game and watching her twerk, bro. Like,
That's for Future.
bro,
That's on one
talk,
for
talk
Drake.
about some demon shit, bro. Like,
Yeah, he ain't got no demon shit. That's his demon shit. Taking her
exactly.
to a Ferris
Then
wheel.
get him off the song, bro. He already
You
got an
know, but
I'm on one, bro. He already
yeah,
has one of those.
I
You
like
know, with
Future.
DJ
Yeah, he
Khaled.
had, that's why he got him, and it didn't work out this time because he can't sing on the track like that. On this one, I feel like Future came in on that track though, and I like the beat, especially when that little shit come in.
Yeah.
That's just nice, but the Drake didn't really bring his best verse on that one.
And then we got Back to the Basics.
Yep, I kept mentioning that one. I like that one. That one was tight.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
If you ever act up, get ready to get back to the
Back to the
basics.
bases.
Because
isn't
all
the
that
closer
shit gonna
too?
be gone.
Besides the bonus tracks, yeah. Back to the basics. Yeah, that was a dope closer. That was a good way to end the album. Yeah, besides like a few tracks, man, I wasn't hating on this one, man. The last one I was kind of like bad vibes with. I like some tracks, but like really I kind of was negative. This one I recommend, especially for you in the future. Like you'll take some bangers from this. You'll take some tracks.
You got want to talk about any of the bonus tracks that caught your ear?
I tried to check out the one with 42 Doug, even the one with Babyface. Like Babyface wasn't really doing anything. Like Me was okay. Like if you just want to hear features, it's damn near like if you want to hear features. Like if you just want to hear the big features, that's why he put them. Think about it. Why else would he make those bonus tracks? And
I
they
don't
have
know.
Little Baby and shit.
Yeah, the Little Baby song with 42 Doug and Little Baby. I mean, it was cool to have them all like,
Um.
they
Mhm.
all like it was like Baby would go, then Doug would go, then Future would go, and they would
Mhm.
like, that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then Babyface Ray on I think his vocals were just mixed wrong, and I don't think he sounded good at all on there.
Yeah.
And then I think Stay Down with Young Scooter was
Scooter.
probably the best one out of
Mhm.
all of them, out of all the features, and you had Lil Durk in there too. Young Scooter did the best because he stayed out of the way.
Mhm.
And then Affiliated was okay. I'm not really rocking with like I don't know. Dirk has gotten to a plateau for me.
That's why I
Yeah.
wasn't really too hyped for the bonus tracks. I was like, I'll get into them. I kind of did. They're not the best, but if you want to hear features or you want to add more to the album, you want more bangers, check them out. Of course. Worst Day was already a single. It was okay. I like the video with Kevin Samuels, R.I.P. But wasn't the crazy track. And Just the Beginning was. If you want another closer,
I think that just the beginning is one of my favorites as well.
yeah, yeah, that was cool. That was cool. If you want a closer for the deluxe, okay, cool. It makes it kind of worth it. I mean, I'm not like we've talked about before with these deluxe albums. It's hit or miss. I don't complain because it's more tracks. I'm not one of those people that really holds it against the artist. It doesn't really matter because I still have the bass tracks and I could put you could do whatever you want with them. So yeah, Future he won with this one. Bangers, TikTok songs, slow songs. Toxic King still reigns, man. I gotta, yeah, like I said earlier, recommend it.
When he goes into the second part about streets turn the boys into men, and
Mm-hmm.
then streets turn the boy to a millionaire, and he's
Mm-hmm.
doing that millionaire,
You know,
millionaire.
yeah, weird.
Bruh, that hit so different. He's got one of my favorite parts about this album. If I'm gonna add on to what you're gonna say, is that he's got so many of those like future moments where he does a fucking like some kind of flow that you've never heard him do before,
Mm-hmm.
and he does it for 5 seconds, and then he'll never do it again. He'll
Yeah,
never do it again. He'll be
you'll never
like,
do it again. It's only like
That's all you
one
get.
little part of the song, and it makes you go to that song to hear that little part.
Future's just trying to, he's trying to feed the streets again,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
And some people will say it sounds like the same shit, and they just don't know shit. So don't listen to them. That's why you listen to us. That's it for today's episode, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We are on YouTube. We are on Spotify. We are on Apple. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. We are on TikTok. Follow us on everything.
All in the
Hip Hop
bio,
Babies. It's all in the bio. Appreciate
description,
y'all.
wherever you checking. Thank you for listening, everybody. Yeah, we're gonna keep coming at you with these reviews, topics, whatever you want to be on here. Hit us up. We'll hit you up. Please respond.
Interviews.
Don't
Interviews. You want to
ignore us.
interview?
Yeah, we got one coming up soon for y'all. We got a lot of things coming. We on a mission this year, so the rest of the year. So appreciate all the love. Peace.